Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, my name is Lily and I'm a Chinese transracial adoptee. Every week I post videos about my experience as a transracial adoptee, so if that's something you're interested in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the video. Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am filming first thing on a Saturday, which is why I am sipping on a nice latte, trying to get my voice warmed up because it sounds extremely weird to me right now. But yeah, I have the apartment to myself right now, so I figured I would just film an episode. Today's topic, I am not really going to spill some tea or latte in my case, but just talk about an issue that has been a bit rampant in the adoption community lately, and something that I have dealt with personally. And it's going to be one of those videos. We're going to be talking about plagiarism and copying. And so I just want to start this video off with a disclaimer. I know that original thoughts and ideas are a lot more rare than we think they are. I know that within the adoption community and within the adoptee community, we all share similar thoughts and opinions about things, and we might differ in some ways, be very the same in the others. And it is highly likely that, if I post a video about missing my birth mother, another adoptee is going to do the same thing. And they have. We all talk about these common topics. When I'm talking about plagiarism, I'm talking about literally taking someone else's stuff and passing it off as your own. And that has happened to me before. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I post, people call them memes. I don't really like that term because meme to me is something that's like a photo and funny and it's not supposed to be taken seriously. I just call them graphics. So I post graphics and I have my little watermark, but it doesn't really do much. It says Lily Faye on it. It has my handles and whatever, but as I learned, it really doesn't do anything. In the past, people have taken my graphics and cropped out my stuff and posted it, and then I happened to just see it because they were using the same hashtags or whatever. And I was like, hey, that's mine. They cropped out my stuff. They clearly didn't want people to know that I'm the author of it. And they're responding to comments as if it's their own. And so I would do some digging, and typically it was an adoptee quite younger than me. And so I wanted to just give them the benefit of the doubt, and I would send a little private message and say, hey, I saw that you shared this. Thank you so much for the support. I'd really appreciate it if you could credit me. And in those situations, it was totally fine. But I do know of adoptees who have been dealing with plagiarism, and it doesn't go that way. There's some backlash. They do it publicly, which I'm all for as well. And, the person who did the plagiarizing gets all defensive, and it turns into this huge ordeal. And so I don't know if I handled it the right way. And there are times when I think back and I wonder, should I just have called them out publicly? Because, it's blatant stealing of my property. And it's very disheartening because I and the other adoptee advocates on here put a lot into the content. We create content. I use the word content in terms of I make graphics, I make videos, I do all this stuff. But I think people forget that this content I'm making is my life and my experiences and these really vulnerable moments that I'm choosing to share with other people. And that's how it is for all the advocates sharing about their personal experiences. It's not just content for entertainment and education purposes. We're not just making up experiences. This is our lives, and so that should be respected. And I mean, the plagiarism thing, that's just, you learn about this in school. You cannot plagiarize. And so it's just something to be aware of, and it's something to really consider, especially if you are also posting content out there. And one thing I know a lot of people like to do is share quotes from other people, and they still will slap their watermark on it because they're like, oh, I made this graphic. But I don't know. I have mixed feelings about that because, yeah, you're sharing this quote, but if all you did was copy and paste it onto a pre-made Canva template and then put your watermark on it and shared it, like, it's a bit sketchy. That's a bit of a like line that I don't know if I want to cross or not. So, yeah, there are just all these things. In terms of copying, this is more of an issue on like the YouTube platform space because I know like everybody just wants to get the word out there and be successful, and I know it's so hard not to focus on the followers and the subscribers and the likes and the comments, and like I used to get wrapped up in it too, but people have to realize that to grow and to get, you know, genuine support and followers is not to just be like somebody else. Because if people are learning about your story and your experiences, they don't want to see that through the lens of how, like, if someone was copying me, nobody would want to watch them talking about their experiences, but through the lens of how my life is and my channel and my aesthetic. Like, it's not as genuine. You just want to be yourself. And so I think that idea just applies to both the copying thing and the actual plagiarism thing. It's easy to want to emulate other people and people that you see as more successful as you. And in a way, you can do that. You know, you can be inspired by them. You can get ideas off of them and then create them into your own thing. And I get that, you know, sometimes someone just says something really eloquently and I'm like, wow, they put into words exactly what I've been feeling. Okay, I want to share this. But to properly share them and credit it, I will share the original post. So all the traffic that people get from me will also go to them. And then I will add my own thing. Like, hey, I read this and I really liked it. Or I'll just share it so everybody has to click and go to them. But yeah, I don't really do the copy and paste their words and put it onto mine. I don't do the screenshot thing and put it onto mine, because then people are seeing their words, but they're never actually directed to their work and their page. They're only directed to me. And so that's another thing just to think about. If you really do appreciate this person's words and stuff, don't use their words just to share your feelings and get traffic from it. Like, continue supporting them and recommending them as a resource, recommending them as an educator, and send traffic their way as well. It's all just these weird things that come with advocating online, and I just wanted to take a few minutes to address them, because especially lately I've seen people really getting annoyed and frustrated, understandably, because this is still a problem. And I mean, it's happened to me as well. It made me want to quit for a while, because I was like, well, if I'm going to put in all this work and people are just going to steal my stuff and pass it off as their own, what's the point anymore? So yeah, I'm not the first person to talk about this. You can find it online for yourselves, but just something to be aware of, not even just in the adoption community, but everywhere. I think it's just especially hurtful in the adoption community, because we are speaking about such vulnerable topics and things that the general public tend to give us backlash for. And then to see people just take all of that energy and that strength that we put into that and use it as their own it's not cool. So yeah, that's the video for today. If you are interested in more, you can always check out these two right here. But other than that, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one.